What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today, in this video, I wanted to give you guys kind of like a brief overview of the brand new Create a Class or Pick 13 system in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, because there's been quite a few changes from what we've seen in the past. It's really kind of modeled off the Black Ops 2 version, but there are a bunch of new features, new changes, and it's just, honestly, it's pretty epic. So, yeah, you guys can check out some of the classes on screen right here. I put some of these things together, and let's go through it. So, first and foremost, you're going to see this, like, layout looks very similar to Black Ops 2. So you can see up at the top of the screen, you've got 13 out of 13 points used, and everything you see on your screen takes 1 point. So there's the weapon, the 2 attachments on that weapon, that puts us up to 3. The secondary is 4. The wild card is 5. The perk 1 is 6. The 2 perk 3s is 8. The exo ability is 9. The exo launcher is 10. And then the 3 score streaks make 11, 12, and 13. So you can see every single, little part of this screen right here takes 1 point, whether, you want attachments or perks or kill streaks or whatever it is. So it's really customizable. You can do whatever combination you want, kind of like you could in Black Ops 2, except in Black Ops 2, kill streaks didn't count towards that, pick 10 system. So, it's pretty much the same thing, but kill streaks have been added in to add to more customization. So, if you don't want to take kill streaks, you can totally load up on perks and exo abilities and wild cards and things like that. Or you can kind of sacrifice those things and you can get a lot of kill streaks. You can get up to 4 kill streaks to completely dominate the match and get some cool loops going where they kind of build off of each other, because they do that in this game. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's the basic class setup. You pick your primary weapon, attachments on it, secondary weapon, attachments on it. You've got your perks, and then also you can take, more than 1 perk in each slot with the wild cards, as well as you can do, like overkill and all kinds of different stuff. There's a bunch of different wild cards. We're actually going to go through that in a future video. The new things that have changed, the exo ability. This is what your exo suit can do on the battlefield. There's all kinds of different things. There's a stim pack that helps you run faster. There's one where you temporarily have a little bit more health, so it's kind of like a juggernaut on command. There's one where you can cloak invisible for a few seconds. There's one where you can hover in the air for a few seconds. There's, all kinds of these. There's one that you can pull out a shield and block bullets with. So it's really cool, and I think there's a wild card where you can take 2 exo abilities, which is pretty sick. So that's one of the biggest changes to the Create a Class system, and then also the exo launcher underneath that. So no longer are your equipment separated into like tactical and lethal slots. It's all underneath the exo launcher here. And what the exo launcher is it's basically this wrist-mounted grenade launcher, I guess I'm going to call it, that all of your equipment comes out of. So, you no longer, like, hold a grenade and pull it back and then throw it with, like, a throwing motion. You just lift your wrist up, and then it kind of shoots out of this thing. It's very, very quick. It's really cool. You can still cook frag grenades and things like that, so don't worry about that. But, yeah, you shoot everything from frags to, threat detection grenades to stuns to, there's the spike ball thingy, which is essentially the throwing knife, things like that. So, it's pretty cool. It's something a little bit different. It's weird to get used to, not actually physically throwing things, but I do kind of like it a little bit better, I believe. It's less time of you actually using your equipment and getting back to the actual gun and gameplay. Now, finally, the kill streaks. Now, something has been drastically changed in the kill streaks. We're going to go more in depth later on in a future video in the next couple of days, but the kill streaks now have attachments. Yes, that's right. Now, these attachments don't take point slots for your, pick 13 system, but they do make your kill streaks more expensive. So you can see, like the Vulcan right there, the XS1 Vulcan, normally that only takes 700 points to earn, but I added 1 attachment on it right there, and that turns it into taking 800 points to earn. So it adds another kill for you to be able to earn that. So it's kind of interesting. Like I said, we'll go more in detail with that in a future video, so make sure you guys look forward to that. And yeah, that's pretty much the Pick 13 system in a brief overview. Now, finally, the last thing I want to mention is not only have they completely revamped this Create a Class system, they've also added in what's called the virtual lobby. So you can see down in the bottom right next to that back button, just to the left of that, it says firing range, and then it's got the start button there. At any time when you're on this Create a Class screen, if you press the start button, it will take you to the virtual firing range, where it has like 9 or 10 different, like little areas that have different, kind of landscapes of, enemies and targets that you can shoot at. So basically, at any point in time, if you want to try out the weapon that you're creating in your Create a Class system, then you can press start, you can go in there, and you can try it out. You can see what the recoil's like, you can see what the sights are like, you can see exactly how your setup is going to perform in game. instantaneously. There's no loading screen, there's no nothing, and you can do this all in the pregame lobby while you're waiting for the next map to start. It is absolutely amazing. I think it's one of the coolest features they've added in to Advanced Warfare. It's such a little thing, but it's so nice because you're no longer going to go blind into the next match, not knowing what to expect is going to be the weapon in your hands. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, there you guys have it. That, my friends, is the new Creative Class Pick 13 system as well as the virtual firing range. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully this kind of helped you guys out a little bit. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you all later. Check out my YouTube screen. See ya. Peace out, guys.